Good morning. Hey, can you believe it? We're doing an actual Sunday morning coffee stream? Thank you for being here. Well, how long has it been? How long has it been since I was able to talk to the fucking computer on a Sunday morning? You know, I hate to sound like a brat, but I haven't been able to do one of my favorite things in the whole world. And for what? So I could chase some fucking job? I want to talk to the computer, slam my brain with weed, and just wreck my bowels with coffee. And you guys got me out here fucking pushing myself to the limit? Bullshit, man. Is there a way to keep a Windows window on top? No, not an easy way. Excuse me, my whole shit's fucked up. All right, I have the chat. I have control of everything. Let's go. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. I guess this is Field Trip and Patreon subscribers got my first dispatch since returning from Vegas. Other than that, this is my first broadcast. If you haven't already, set aside some time to watch the Team Butterly versus Team Rattlesnake press conference from Skankfest. That was fucking awesome. That was an unexpected highlight of the weekend. I was kind of dreading. I have to give it up to my team. I have to give it up for my fucking team right now. Those dudes I'm rolling with the wildest boys ever right now, and it's so sick. Also, I just want to send a quick get well soon to the team, the participants on Team Rattlesnake. It does sound like there is a very highly contagious broken wrist epidemic going around. So mask up, Team Rattlesnake. Sounds like people are just breaking wrists over there, and I'd hate for anyone else to, get a pass. Are y'all going to post Stoner Dads from Skankfest? We didn't do Stoner Dads from Skankfest because Matt wasn't there. Matt was in Washington State. Also, I hate to tell you guys this, but for the third year in a row, they have fucked up the Dad Meat audio. I guess maybe we have some sort of recording that we can share with you guys, but our podcast was on Friday at 2 p.m., so it was one of the earliest recorded shows, and I was told that the audio company may have zigzagged some wires, and now it's like, we could probably pull the audio from the cameras if you guys can use that. Okay, thank you. But I will say, if you were at Skankfest and you came to the live dab meet, first of all, what a heck of a time that was. But I was told that they had to turn people away. Dab meet was so crowded. We had 3 rows of people sitting on the floor in front of the seats. I was told that they had to turn away like 50 people. Yeah, Herman in the chat just said Dad Meat was full and I missed it. Ugh. And it was, that room was kind of, there was a lot of seats there. I think that was like a fairly sized room. But I'm saying next year, big room, please. All right, Frank's mom. Let's just get into it. So it looks like Jamar is backing out of the fight against Naim, and maybe his wrist really is that injured. Me myself, personally, I have been living my life in a way to avoid injuries. I've got a lot riding on this. Financially, emotionally, you know, just as a matter of pride. I've got a lot riding on this stupid fucking fake boxing match. And I've been trying to avoid injuries. Now, from what I've heard, this was not a training injury that Jamar suffered. And I wish for a speedy recovery for him. But, I mean, when you see how the press conference went, I think that's probably when the wrist started to hurt. You know? Does anyone know, have they posted the open workout videos? That's what I want to know. I want to know if they posted the open workout videos. I have a million cool stories, and I from what I gather, I have nothing but cool stories from Skankfest. It was the best weekend of my entire life. However, inevitably I will talk to Mike about some of them on Dad Meet. But the feeling that I get from, because you know I still live on the internet, I'm still online. I don't know if people really like hearing about it. I don't know if people really like hearing recaps from Skankfest. But that being said, I also think that I'm a guy who goes out and I gather very cool stories, and then I tell them in a very engaging way. So you guys tell me. You guys tell me to fuck off. I'll if you guys would prefer, I'll shut the stream down and I'll just. You think I don't want to be playing Nintendo 64 right now? It's Sunday morning, and I just took a 50 milligram edible that a guy made at home and brought to Skankfest and gave me. Okay, but for real, hand wraps. Okay, but for real, will your kind heart allow you to KO Lewis when the time comes? Look, okay, I'm gonna say this, and this has been kind of a recurring thing. Like, I don't know if Butterly can hurt someone. I don't know if Butterly, can Butterly turn it on? People think I don't have a killer instinct is the issue. And what I need you guys to understand is the reason I'm not being if you watch the press conference, I'm not being silly about this shit. I don't think this shit's cute. Like, when I've been training a lot, and I every once in a while I'll pop up and I'll go, you guys know I've been training a lot, right? And then I shut up about it for a while. I've been training a lot, and I don't like it. I don't like the training. It's misery every single time. Do I like the feeling of progress and improvement? Yeah, but every time I'm in there, especially if Tim Hart's holding mitts for me, not even sparring. If Tim Hart's holding mitts for me, that feels like more of a threat. It puts me in a threat response situation that surpasses any of the jiu-jitsu sparring I've done, any of the Muay Thai sparring I've done. Fuck, dude, boxing sparring is even that feels a little bit more relaxed than when Timmy's on the mitts with me. He activates a panic response in my body on purpose, and it's like, I could break my own jaw on my mouthpiece working on this shit. So I don't like the clown aspect of it. I'm a comedy guy and I'm a martial arts guy, and sometimes it's funny when they overlap. But when you're asking me to spend a significant amount of time away from my family and take blows to the head, to me, I don't think there's a lot to joke about there. So this is what I'm going to say. It's going to be, I'll be happy when this is over. It'll be great when this is over. You got to work on an autistic battle shriek to intimidate. Let's go! Ah! Fighting a friend who you care about is just insane to me. Well, that's the other thing is most of my closest friends are training partners, and like, you know, jiu-jitsu is absolutely not the same thing as any kind of striking art, but like I have friends who have broken my ribs because it was just not even a submission. It was just we were both fighting for a position so hard that I broke my own rib. Have you tried the game Dark and Darker? I think so. Or am I thinking of... Is that a card game? I'm glad you and Ellis are BFFs now. I'll read you guys a text message between me and Jason Ellis. My dear friend, Jason Ellis. You guys are gonna... I mean... I hope you guys like this. Oh, where the heck is he? Where is this motherfucker at? Okay, so you guys, to catch you up if you're not familiar, Jason Ellis is like the sickest dude ever, okay? I mean, like, just from the shit that people know him for, right? And then on top of that, the dude is like seriously getting hogged down on OnlyFans. And it's like he doesn't, he kind of doesn't give a fuck. He gives a fuck a little bit, but it's like, yo, not for me. But if I had even a hint in my brain of like, damn, I wish I was getting fucking porked, I would never be able to take it to the like. That's what I'm looking at. You know, you see a guy jump a dirt bike off of a ramp and do like a Superman. You go, that would be so cool to do, but I could never even get air. You look at Jason Ellis getting fucked missionary by a black guy on a weight bench, and I go, that's not for me, but if it was, there's no way I could take it to that level, dude. That's the triple backflip. He's doing the triple backflip right now, and he's just releasing that stuff. I could never. That's the essence of Jason Ellis is you look at him, you go, I could never. And so we had a disastrous first meeting in Florida like a month ago when we went down to start promoting Carnival of Combat. That's carnivalofcombat.com. Tony, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. And the only comment is just Team Butterly. So I go down, I meet Jason Ellis for the first time. I'm pumped because I'm like, yo, I actually know about, like, I don't project fighting guy, but like, yo, I know about this stuff and I train a lot. Maybe we have some common ground. Me and my boys watched you fucking skateboard when we were kids. Like, let's go. And it was just like, I felt like I wasn't getting through to him. And he said at the press conference, he's just been like depressed and everybody's getting the same treatment. But it continued at Skankfest. Every attempt I make at cracking this dude open, and I don't really understand my thing, I guess. I'm hoping maybe at least one person in the chat gets what my thing is, but I'm pretty sure my thing might be like kind of pushing people to the brink of irritation and then them getting me at the last possible second and going like, okay. And I've just been regular irritating this guy. And at Skankfest, we were doing a show together, and he didn't know I was after him. And he also didn't know he had to intro the next person. So there was an awkward moment where he had to go, fuck, I don't know who this next guy is, but, well, that's my time, and, enjoy the rest of the show. And he walks off, and as he's walking to the curtain, I peel it open, and I'm about to walk out, and he goes, oh, fuck, it's Bodily. Then I go, whatever, dude, and I walk out, and I make a big stink. Because I have to. I make a big stink about, like, wow, dude, you think you're boys with someone, and just the amount of disrespect I'm dealing with every day here, and I'm just fucking around. And he catches me later on. He goes, hey, Bodily, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know I was supposed to introduce you. And I was just like, bro, I'm fucking with. I had to finally be like, yo, dude, I'm fucking with you. Please be my boy, dude. I'm fucking with you. And that was right before the press conference. And then we do the press conference, and I go, if you've seen it, you know that he asks me some kind of like, Varley, what's your strategy? Because I need you to win. I'm just like, yo, I go, stop the show. Jason Ellis hates my fucking guts, man. You know? And he goes, what? He goes, I really like you. And I was like, whatever, dude. Like, so I don't know. I caught him again later on in the day. And then that was all chaos at the end, so we didn't get a chance to like chat at all. But I have to work more with him about this. So I do want to be like, yo, dude, are we cool? And so I catch him. I sent him a text, or no, I forget the order of this. Yeah, okay. I sent him a text. I go, hey, it's Butterly. I forgot I have your number. I loved your stand-up set the other day. Deeply sorry about how awkward I am. And he just responds with, I love you, mate. I got a fucking I love you, mate, from an Australian dude. From the sickest Australian dude. He said, I love you, mate. Isn't that so sick? And then I called him in an elevator. With his manager, who's this very nice lady. And I said, like, hey, man, I really am sorry. Like, you don't seem to like when I fuck with people. You don't seem to like when I fuck with you. I promise I'm trying to, like, crack you. You know. So we have a nice little moment, and elevator doors open. I go to leave, and his manager, like, he has to talk to somebody. His manager runs up and grabs me, and she goes, hey, and I swear, maybe she's fucking with me, but I swear to God this happened. She grabs me, and she goes, hey, just so you know, when Jason got back from Tampa, all he could talk about was how funny and cool you were. Anyway, dude, that's where I'm at. Anyway, dear friends, that's what's up with my whole thing right now. Yeah, so that's where we're at on that. And then he invited me to come out and do his show, so I'm working that out now. But he wants Lewis to come as well, and I want to be like, nah, forget that, dude. It's just me. I'm just coming out. Let's see. Wow, the chat's really popping, and I'll be honest, I'm struggling to keep up with it. Thank you guys for joining me on this lovely Sunday. So, yeah, that's the update. Is Jamar says he broke his wrist. He backed out of the fight on Twitter. So Naim is left without an opponent. And I mean, after that press conference, Naim was. I was kind of spooked by Naim. I was a little bit spooked. But it's also like, I know Naim and I, we're from white and black versions of the same hood in Philly. Do you know what I mean? Like, Naim grew up watching, like, people he knew try to get away with killing people. And I grew up watching people I knew just dying on the street from, like, partying too hard. And it's two different flavors, but, like, he looks at me and he goes, he knows what's up. And I look at Naim and I go, damn, dude, that's a tough incubator, you know? And I think he gave a little taste of it. But maybe that's just because I you know, that's how I see him. He tried to ride for me when Lewis was like, I had a tougher upbringing than you. And Naim was like, yo, do you know where the fuck he from, dog? Hey, yo, the bull from Kensington. And I just had to be like, whatever, man. This is a pointless argument. But that being said, Naim's from a fucking spooky place. Naim's from a terrifying place, man. And like, when you get a sense of it, especially when, like, if I was fighting a dude and I found out he had the background Naim had, yeah, I'd be fucked up about it. I'd be like, oh, fuck, shit. Ooh, this guy views death differently from me. So that fight sounds like it's off. That's a bummer. I was looking forward to Naim just being a part of all that. Danny Dubs versus Paco. Paco's claiming he might have a little bit. What the hell is that? What the hell is an MKD? Thank you for the 250 MKDs. Jason would be a great dad meet or field tripping guest. Also, please go easy on Lewis. You don't want to take care of a disabled stepson. Yeah, dude. Oh, I mean, we did. By the way, we were filming field tripping yesterday. We went to a brewery in Maryland because they had armored combat. We were watching knights fighting all night. And that was a blast. I'm not going to tell you too much about that. I'll just let that. I'm going to save that. But yeah, I'll kill. You know what I'm going to do? Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule going out to Ellis's place next week to do his show, right? But also I'm going to see if I can stay with him and train with. Oh God, I trained with his boxing trainer. And it was the coolest. This dude like took me serious. I was so scared. He said, Ellis brought me over. He said, this is my trainer, Josh. I could beat Lewis because he told me how to beat Lewis. You should train with him. And I was like, I don't know, man. I usually only do my fighting with a couple of different people, man. I'd be pretty nervous about this. And so I was brave about it. And I worked with this dude, and he was like, he said, I heard you have a purple belt. And I was like, yeah. He goes, that doesn't matter. And I was like, yeah. And I thought he was kind of like breaking me down. And he's like, but it does mean that you have some level of athleticism. And I was like, whoa, I guess I do. And instantly I was just like, so you think I'm the man? Ah! So, we worked. He, I really tried to show him how hard I've been focusing on this shit. And he took me seriously, and so I want to go out to LA. I want to do Ellis' show. I want to train with the fucking bro. And that could be its own field trip. I will come back with an Australian accent. I'm going to get gold teeth while I'm out there too. Tell us about the amp behind you. Well, it's just my orange Rocker Verb 50. Before I redesigned the studio, I had it set up so that I could just like, anytime I didn't feel like talking, I could just bless the chat with some riffs. But I need to mic it up. Tim, how has your lovely wife been supporting you for this reluctant endeavor you are training for? Well, she's a bad bitch herself. She got her purple belt in the midst of me training for this. She got her purple belt in jiu-jitsu. She thinks it's cool as hell. She like, if I'm having a rough night in boxing, I'm getting my fucking ass beat. She won't cringe. She'll just be like, yeah, you're going to get beat up sometimes. Like she doesn't like dote, Like if I'm getting like seriously smacked around by like heavyweights, or like if I'm getting like Shark Tanked, she won't be like, ooh, I can't watch. She'll just be like, man, it sounded like they were cracking you. So that's that's how she's been doing it. It was great to meet you at Skankfest, Tim. You were delightful. Dude, what a fucking blessing that was. Aaron, let me say it was a pleasure to meet you as well. I believe Tracy Ryan's in the chat. I got to hang out with him. Like, everyone I got to meet at Skankfest really made me feel special. And what was cool was I got asked for a lot of pictures. That made me really feel cool. And you know what was really, really cool about it was that, like, everywhere I went, there was someone who wanted to talk to me. And even if I ended up getting kind of like rushed around the venue because I had like a show back to back, or if it was like I did a lot of shows, by the way, I did a lot of shows that we have to revisit the deal next year because I did a lot of shows, and maybe it was a coincidence, but like everyone I did was packed. I really liked it. But everywhere I went, someone wanted to talk to me. And if I was like getting kind of worn down and kind of like not getting crabby, but if I was like really like, starting to struggle, a guy would come up and he'd be like, Butterly, what's up, man? Just wanted to say hi. I fucking like dad me or whatever. Every single time I'd be like it got me. It juiced me every single time. So anyone hearing this broadcast who spent some time with me in Vegas, thank you very much. That was really cool for me. Oh yeah, I want to go on Lemon Party too. Oh, also, Kim Congdon introduced me to the cool people from like the store in LA and stuff like that. Like, she described them as like the West Coast version of like what I'm about, and I was like, ooh, these are friends, and they were. So I have friends to visit now. I gotta go to LA. I gotta go stay with my best friend Jason Ellis and annoy him for 48 hours. I'm setting this up today, dude. Let the fucking event pay for it. I caught you Thursday night. You couldn't have been more pleasant. That's sick, because I felt like I was in a grumpy mood. Not grumpy, but like I wasn't feeling it. I was waiting for the party to kick in. I made a party mistake in Vegas. I made a terrible party mistake. I got there late Thursday. I missed the kickoff party, but I still got to walk around a little bit. And then into Friday, and I'm walking around the whole time, my energy level is like, when's the party gonna start? When is it gonna feel like I'm at, a thing? When, dude? I just wanted, I wasn't feeling it. It was crazy. And by later Friday night, I was starting to have such a good time that it didn't even pause until I got home. Actually, I'm still having the best time. Right now, I'm still having a very fucking sick time. Oh, this is a detailed question. I'll let the chat vote on if we should talk about this. Would you be willing to talk about the time you spent between Delco Proper and now? I'm curious to know about the time spent away from comedy and what brought you back. Also, what's up with the knives? I could give you maybe a short version of it. It's actually very boring. So I guess my time between Delco Proper and when I guess I came back around 2019, and I kind of felt like I wasn't fully out. Like I would here and there I would be asked to do a podcast or film something with McKeever. I had a couple of auditions for things too. I don't know if I did much stand-up at all from 2016 to 2019. And I'm sorry, I'm just establishing a timeline. This is the official canonical record of what was up with me from it during the gap in my public resume when I was just a guy, when I was only an IT guy. I'm still an IT guy, but now I have other stuff going on. But okay, so in 2014, we start making Delco Proper web content for ComedyCentral.com. Not we, it's McKeever and Pope. It's their deal, and McKeever kind of positioned me as the third guy in the actual show. When the reality was, I got to like pitch ideas. I got to do most of my own dialogue. I got to like pitch jokes. I don't know that they really used anything from my ideas story-wise at all, like even just suggestions. So it was totally McKeever and Pope, and I got kind of like dragged along for the ride, and I was so happy. Like I would have begged for every single thing that they gave me, but I never had to ask. They just gave me more and more and more. And I was working in IT. I was a consultant at that point. I was working in Philly for an IT firm that did like outsourced IT support for mostly law firms in Philly. It was the job itself was very boring. I was like setting up computer networks. I was, if a law firm had to like replace their entire network, we would quote them on it. We would sell them all the hardware, and then we would bill them to set it all up. And I started there when I was like 20, or it was like pretty soon after high school. I worked like 1 or 2 jobs, and then I got hooked up at this place. I started there from when I was like 20, and I worked there for like 11 years or so. And I mean, while I was there, that was where I met my best friend Fritz, and he's like 10 years older than me. I kind of stole his blueprint for life. Like he kind of showed me how like having a family could be sick, and also he was like a giant dork like me, but he was the funniest guy. He's the funniest guy I've ever met. That's my for real like shadow homie. Like all the cool stuff that I have, I like just absorbed from this dude. And he also loved stand up, and I had always like wanted to be in stand up. I started doing open mics. He's kind of like, I'm reporting back like, yo, here's what's hitting, here's how this is going. Like he's kind of like helping me get myself off the ground, and it like works pretty quickly. That's how I get hooked up with McKeever, through like Philly open mics and like Foley. Like all of my like lifelong homies is because when I was like 22, I had a baby already, possibly 2. No, I had a kid when I was 22. I think I did stand up when I was like 25. Anyway, so this is a pretty cool time in my life. I'm like getting booked on comedy shows, but I'm also like, I'm at this weird job with it where it's just like me and my best friend, like kind of like almost disregarding the job entirely, and just like only talking and about and doing cool shit like on the clock. It was so cool. And I start getting involved in like the videos that McKeever's making, and this starts to like move pretty quickly. Like they're getting so much like local recognition. I'm so sorry. Is this like the most boring fucking shit ever? Let me pause right here. I'll shut up now if this sucks. Let's take a vibe break. Am I oversharing? This sucks. Oh man, I don't typically enjoy talking about myself at this length. But yeah, dude, Fritz is the homie. Fritz is the coolest dude ever. Just like as autistic as you can be. He didn't really play video games. Like he knew about and like loosely like followed along only because like it was something that I did all the time. But he didn't play video games. He kind of does now. He's like, I consider like a soft gamer. His kids game. Tracy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, bro. Great to see you. Can't wait to fucking see you in Florida. That's gonna be sick. He didn't play any video games, but when I was playing, like, all I would talk to him about was we would go for every day. So we were salaried IT guys, and our performance was based on how much time we billed clients for every day. So like if you worked, you billed, and if you like billed, you got paid more. And I that was where I slacked my fucking dick off. Like I just avoided work at every possible turn. Like I did the bare minimum. And I was pretty good at the bare minimum. I did a good job with the bare minimum, but he was like, he was also dialed in, and he was, like I said, he was 10 years older than me. If I had that job 10 years in the future, I would have been dialed in the same way, I think. But he was dialed in where he killed, like, this dude murdered, like, every metric you could at the job. And I was, swear to God, I was starting to pick up on it by the time it ended. But yeah, we would have like an hour every day where we would force ourselves to like go eat lunch, like get away from the office, because there was also like some pretty punishing dudes that we worked with. It was like an autistic bullpen of dudes that would just be dispatched to go, you know, work on fuckface Esquire's files being missing and needed to be restored from a backup or something. You know, whatever. Who cares? Chris Mack, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Honor to meet you and your wife. Shout out Stephen Paddock. Yo, MJ, Mary Jo has so much fun at Skankfest too. She's a real party animal. We really, really have a good time. Remind me if you want, if you're not sick of me, remind me. I will tell you guys about the borderline religious experience I had with my wife on the party bus on the way back from the strip club. Okay, so. I start doing stand up. I get roped into the McKeever verse, and it would just be the McKeevers. I get looped into the McKeevers, and like kind of early too. It was in the beginning. It was McKeever and Pope, and they had this dude Luke Cunningham, who I'm still very close with. Luke Cunningham was like a writer in stand up, and he started to kind of get pulled away because he got hired by Jimmy Fallon when it was still not late night. The fucking whatever his first show was. Was it late night? Did he do late night with Jimmy Fallon first? Anyway, and then he moved on to the Tonight Show with it, so he became a writer for the Tonight Show. What a fucking W for the boys, right? But he ended up, you know, Delco Proper, I think eventually he's not involved anymore. They start treating me like the third guy. Generosity. I think. Here's the thing. I think out of everyone on the planet, I think McKeever thinks I'm funnier than anyone else does, and so we, you know, that was a really fun thing to work on. So 2014, and the dates are arbitrary. I'm terrible with them. I don't know, but let's say 2014, they get offered the first webisode of Delco Proper, and the internet, I mean, web content is booming. We go, whoa. It basically, you know, it didn't feel like less than Comedy Central being on their website. To us, I think it felt as good as being on Comedy Central. And like they had already had some momentum because their early videos were like getting like a lot of like local attention. And some like wider attention than that, but like every once in a while, someone would like recognize me from something. Every here and there, few and far between. And I'm still doing stand up regularly, and it's like kind of, you know, this is benefiting me hugely. Being like penned in with these dudes is making stand up go even better for me. And I think I was starting to get good. I was probably like close to 4 years into stand-up around all this time, 3-4 years. And I was like, okay, I think I'm starting to get it. And I had some like, you know, it went well early for me. And I was like, ooh, I think I'm starting to get this. And so I feel like at this point, I enter almost like a, like I start just like killing time. I stop really chasing stand-up as hard because I think, from what it sounds like, Comedy Central is going to take the web series, and they're eventually going to send it to a TV series. And I'm looking at what I'm making in IT without a degree, starting at the entry level just a few years before that. I'm not making like crazy money. Also, I had kids really young, and you know, I don't know how good our decisions were, but we decided Mary Jo should stay home with them, and maybe it was just because like that was what like it, you know, childcare in the city is pretty fucking crazy. Childcare in the city is very expensive and also kind of horrifying. So the money wasn't going very far for us at this point. But TV, even your first year on a television series, plus like I'm sure they would hire me as a writer. So I'm thinking I'm going to get a writer's salary. I'm going to get paid to be on. I'm going to get on-screen salary. This is going to be pretty fucking sick. All I have to do is just like, you know, wait for the decisions to be made and the productions to kick up, you know, and I don't really push myself anymore. I kind of like start taking my foot off the gas with stand-up. I also had a couple of like pretty negative experiences in stand-up with like headliners where I was just like, whack. And I think I still kind of like hold the same positions where I look at the way some people do things and I go, whack. But at the time I was a lowly host at a local comedy club. And so I was just like, fuck this, dude. And maybe I was just making an excuse because of you know how tough it is. Maybe I was looking for a way out, but I had a way out. So I start killing time. Comedy Central comes back and says, okay, we still want to go to television. I think they say that, but they go, we have to do more web. And looking back now, I'm wondering if someone in like their web content department was like, I need this, you know, like they're trying to build up digital content. There had to be people that were just like, yeah, this will be great for television eventually. But I still think there's more to it. There's things that we haven't done on the website that maybe I don't know, speculation. But they want more. They wanted 3 more. They wanted triple the original thing. And at this point, I get to kind of tag along for some of the writing sessions. What a fucking blast it is. I remember specifically one session that was like, what a cherishment. Anyway, I'll get to that in a little bit. So the thing is, they start getting a lot more feedback around this time. They start getting a lot of feedback from Comedy Central, and I think, you know, Comedy Central's probably like, you know, we've been doing this a long time, guys. We know, you know what I mean? We know what goes into a, like, serialized sitcom, okay? Why don't you trust us on this one? And I think if I had to guess, I'd say that had a pretty significant impact on The Boys. And I think if McKeever was just a fucking... If McKeever was half of the dick sucker that most of these dudes are, he would be a household name. He would be like directing like Marvel movies. McKeever would be directing like offbeat comedic Marvel movie, like a Guardians of the Galaxy type stuff, if he was 1% dick sucker. So we make the next 3, and that's fun too. And they're like fighting to keep me as like significant of a role the whole time, which I think may be a mistake, but is your show. I'll do whatever you ask me to. And so those go really well, considering how fucking lame the feedback was the entire time, the demands. Considering how lame all that shit was. That stuff turns out beyond any reasonable expectation. And now it's like, damn, dude, we hit them with all those constraints and they did it like that. Wow. Okay. Let's draw up a plan. Let's, you know, endless meetings, endless like waiting for a decision, and it's like a series of them. And it's like, okay, this is the final one. We have, this is the order for, so no, we make the pilot. Sorry, the television pilot. Yeah, sorry. They go, listen, guys, television series is a foregone conclusion. We just got to film the pilot. And so they give McKeever a budget of like $1 million, which is, at this point, you know, cartoon money. And the pilot, I think they were able to get a little bit more control back. They did such a good job on the web series. I think maybe they got a little bit more control back. However, just endless notes, man. And like I imagine that like if you look at like a set for like an action film and a set for like a modern comedy show, there's probably more attention to not fucking something up on the comedy show than the action movie. You know what I mean? Like on the action movie, there's people that have to like, before every time someone delivers a line, they have to like empty a fake gun. They have to take a fake bullet out of a fake gun, disassemble it. They have to turn around and show it to the entire cast and crew that's on the set, put it back together, hand it over, and then not stop looking at it until the next time that they touch it. And on a comedy set, there are dudes, there are like purple skinned dudes in robes with giant like veiny brain heads hovering around, and every time you start to like think of or say something cool, it starts to throb. It goes go 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 go, and they like, you experience an intense, like a burning pain. It feels like your nerves are on fire. Like it feels like your veins are burning. And it's go, 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 go. And you're just like, oh yeah, no. Gay dudes aren't like that. I'm so sorry. I thought that. It's fucking crazy, man. And so they fight through that and they make an incredible television pilot. That's the one thing that I'll like show people, like, yo, I do good stuff, you know? And for the pilot, I remember there was a writing session. We were standing, it was me, Tommy, John, and Gerben, and we were standing in Rittenhouse Square just like pitching ideas. And I think Rainey might have been there too. We were just pitching ideas for the storyline of the pilot, and eventually that's what came out. And that's a pretty cool thing to walk around with. I like that. And so we filmed the pilot while we're making it. Like, dude, the days, they would like, people were pumped that I was going to dive into a fake burning treehouse. Everyone was like, oh, this is going to be so fucking funny. And we thought about like actually having it on fire at one point. And then we get there, we meet a cool stunt guy. We actually do it in a kind of like extreme way, and we both get hurt. It was, I think I had a concussion, and I really hurt John Nunn's shoulder. And we were so pumped on that. We were just like, yes, dude. So we make it. We all bother McKeever for updates about the edit endlessly, because McKeever is like, he's there for the entire edit. We bother him nonstop. I think he was working maybe too hard, but he never complains. The dude never complains. And so he sends us a version to watch, and we go, oh fuck, we did it. Oh my god, we made it, dude. We're like, this is it. I watched it the first time and I go, damn, dude, I hope I am able to remember staying up all night to make sure the direct deposit went in. I hope I can remember these times, because we did it. We're in. And so they receive, Comedy Central receives the pilot, and we're hearing about all the good feedback. It's like, they weren't supposed to tell us this, but like, there was a lady who fucking cummed her pants in the boardroom, and but we're not even supposed to know that. We're just like, whoa, hell yeah, dude, we got it. And it's like, okay, so there's a couple of like things that we have to wait for, like we have to wait for like a trademark to clear, and then this, and then this, and then basically they just, you know, it's basically a thumbs up from everybody. And so we're like, yeah. So at this point, like, I'm doing very little stand-up. I'm totally phoning it in at my job. Actually, at this point, the company I was working for was kind of like, there were some issues with the dudes who owned it. Like one guy was like going through cancer treatment. The other guy lost his partner, who was his brother, lost his wife. They had a third partner who was like descending into alcoholism. Like this company was like starting to like, you know, it was getting shaky. The Jenga tower was disrupted. And so I hear that, and at this point, enough time has passed. Fritz has bought into the company. He's like a 1/10 owner now, and so I hear that they might have to like lay some people off. And I said to Fritz, "Could you suggest me to get laid off, so that way I'll collect unemployment for the next 6 months. I can work on this show, and like." Still kind of not get too worried about money, even though it's like, dude, unemployment's so little. I can't believe we survived on unemployment for 6 months. But he has like a painful decision to make where he's like, do I have to lay off my best friend? I put him in like a pretty weird spot, and I was just like, dude, trust me, this is going to work. And so he starts the process to get me I get laid off, and I'm like, yes. Mary Jo's pumped. Like we're like, dude, we figured it out. We got this. We did it. At this point, we're like, we did it. This is crazy. We're going to the kids. It was summer. It was about to be summer, so I was going to have summer off with the kids, possibly for the last time ever. Like we had a vacation already planned and paid for to fly out to Portland to see my sister. So we have the time of our lives for the entire summer, and we know better times are coming. And you know, we're waiting for word from Comedy Central, and we're going, man, this is probably the worst part. Every day, this is probably the worst part. You know, people probably this will probably break a lot of people. You know, this is and we're trying to so hard to just like stay patient, and then there was, I forget, dude. This was all right. So here's what happened. It was at the point where I was actually checking like the United States like trademark registry or whatever to see, because I think one of the things they said we were waiting for was Comedy Central had to trademark Delco Proper, and when that cleared, they would announce it. They would sign the agreement and announce it. And I was like checking to see, and I found it, and eventually I saw that it had cleared. So I saw like, okay, any day now, and it's just time drags the fuck on. I'm living on 6 months of unemployment, and we're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close to the end of it, and I'm saying like 2 weeks left, maybe I have like 2 weeks of unemployment left. And like, dude, I'm not saying I made great decisions here. That's not the point of the story. I'm just saying that's what it looked like. And then I got a call from Gerben. It was like 7:30 at night, and I was just chilling at home, and I got a call from Gerben, and he goes, man, I just can't believe that email. I said, what email? He's like, oh, dude. Oh, well, I guess I'll just tell you, Comedy Central passed. They passed on the show, and I was just like, it was the last thing I expected to hear. Like, even like, I should have figured it out. We all should have figured it out that it was taking so long. But it came down to it, and they said no, and like we all jumped on like a four-way call. It was me and McKeever and Tommy and Gerben, and we were just like, whoa. Like, we were all just completely shell-shocked. And I think McKeever was like I think Tommy was probably pissed, and McKeever we were all pissed. But like Tommy had like specific insight into like things that happened that I don't know about, and McKeever was like kind of quiet, but also like, you know, we can shop it around. Like, I know we made something good. Like, very quickly he starts thinking like, whatever, we did something good. I know something will come from this. And then there was all kinds of like weird reasons that like we couldn't actually take it to somewhere else. Like, anyway. So I got a job within the next 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, they're gonna shop it around. Maybe we'll sell it. Maybe they'll sell it. Maybe this, you know, dream's not dead yet. and so I get a job. I do in-house IT now. I kind of like, I had a pretty good looking resume, and I'm so good at job interviews. Like I applied for jobs that I had no, like I wasn't good for, like very specific technologies that I just didn't really know. And I got pretty far in interviews till I got to the point where I was just like, look, I got to be honest. This part, I can't keep pretending. I don't know anymore, man. And he was just like, okay, appreciate your candor. I said, no problem. So I take the stuff that I do know, I ramp it up, I make a great resume. I apply for a job as a systems administrator. I get it. I get hired as the senior systems administrator for a online wellness store, like daily supplements and vitamins and shit like that. And they have this really obnoxious messaging of like spread the wellness is their logo, slogan. They're called Lucky Vitamin, and it was a guy who his family owned a drugstore for like 3 generations, and like in the town in Pennsylvania where it is, I think it might be Eagleville. It was like a local staple. Their their grandson goes to business school, comes back, says we got to take this online, and so they become an e-commerce company. Now they're primarily a website. It's kind of cute that they have a in-store pharmacy, but now they're a big e-commerce operation. They have a software development department. They have, it's separate from the IT department. Like they're getting, like, tech-wise, it's getting pretty intricate. The entire operation ran out of server clusters in a data center in Virginia. I would go down there. I would be staying for a week at a time, deploying some new third-party technology that needed new server infrastructure or fucking a new fucking separate network. This is the stuff I was doing, and I did this. I ended up doing this for like 6 years. 6 years fucking disappears, dude. Six years, dude. I think it was 6 years. Yeah. And I'm winning like awards for being so sick at my job. And I honestly, I can't remember a full day that I worked there. I was so checked out of this job so quickly. And then we started doing, dude, I was so fucking checked out. And my boss was such a fucking sandbagger, dude. I guess he was the director of IT or something like that, or what? The IT guy above me. There was one IT guy above me, and then it was the owner. And the guy above me was just like, anytime I was asked to do something, he wanted me to make sure that I dragged my feet so that they never expected us to get anything done. But he also didn't want me to be like, yo, I'm not busy, because I guess there's always, it's like a bar, there's always something for you to do. Grab a rag, So I hate that. And so eventually I kind of break off from him, and I start like being very efficient and quick with my job, and then just seriously fucking off. Like seriously not doing shit. Anything that had to get done, I was like bam, 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 bam. I became Fritz. Oh my God, I finally became Fritz. Whoa. How about that foreshadowing? So I'm nasty. They think I'm nasty at this job, but I'm really probably the most depressed I've ever been. And shit, I must have done still done like a comedy thing here and there. So here we go. Here's the end. I think I start doing Dab Meat after going on Matt and Shane's, which happened because we shot tires, the original Tires, etc. So, we start Dad Meet. I'm like, I'm actually making a lot of money in IT at this point. So I am like, I'm crushing it in my job. Dad Meet starts making money. I get so involved with the company I'm working with that like I become like the linchpin of recovering from a ransomware attack that I think I ended up proving was the fault of my boss. Or if you were going to make someone responsible for like an issue that led to the ransomware attack, I figured out it was my boss. We get through that, but it's too late. The company has sucked the entire time I've been there. There hasn't been a good decision made in the history of this company, and I think it got sold 3 times while I worked there in 6 years. And they're on their way out. They're going under. I make a sizable salary. My boss also can kind of make me redundant, and so they lay me off. But Dad Meet has started to make like a significant amount of money, and I think Stoner Dads is on the horizon, or just starting, and stand up is starting to go really well, and so I get laid off against my will. I would have really liked to have that money for a long time, but I get laid off, and I tell Mary Jo, and she says congratulations. So that's it. That's what's up. That's what's up from then to now. I can't believe this. I have to delete this. 6 years, dude. 6 years flew by. I can't remember it. The blessings are unfolding. I didn't even act busy, by the way. The Costanza method of do less but act busy, but I seriously didn't even act busy. I would just be sitting. There were days where I would like resentfully just sit there and not do a thing because I had nothing to do. I would say, hey, here's a solution to a problem. And it would be like, not worth implementing. And I'd be like, okay. Cool. So yeah, I did the corporate life. I did my first IT job. I would consider more of like a weirdo. Like that was almost like Geek Squad level weirdo. Not like, it didn't feel like grown up IT. This was, everyone there was an absolute misfit. One guy was a recovering alcoholic with hepatitis who still talked like an addict. Like he still had like pill mouth. And he was like extremely sexually aggressive. He was a white guy with gray hair. He was extremely sexually aggressive. And he was the man. There's me, there's Fritz, there's my boy Travis, on and off. He's another fucking retard like me. There was the Indian guy who cheated on his wife with a bunch of the clients and then she killed herself. What? There was the alcoholic service manager who was a UFO enthusiast virgin. He was a 45-year-old UFO virgin. And people had tried, we had stories that people had tried setting him up on blind dates or like introducing them, like clients. Clients have been like, you know, you would get really tight with like the office managers at these places because you'd spend so much time like coordinating shit with them and you'd be pretty friendly. But one of them was like, hey, you know, I know a nice lady that I think, you know, maybe, and so she introduced them, they go out on a date and it doesn't go anywhere. And this lady apparently reports back that like, yeah, he was pretty fixated on UFOs the whole time. Isn't that nuts? There's a big fat guy who smelled bad and had a tongue piercing. Ibash said, "Hey Tim, today is 2 years sober for me. You and this community of idiots are a huge reason why I'm not only still alive, but healthier and happier than I've ever been. A genuine thanks to all of you." Whoa. Congratulations on 2 years sober. Yo, booze stinks, by the way. I realized at Skankfest, booze fucking stinks. I swear to God, I was the most fucked up guy at the festival, and I still had it more together than dudes that were just pretty drunk. So yeah, I think one thing to take away from my extremely long story is like I made bad decisions. I sucked at times. But like there was an upward trajectory. It took a long time. I took a very long time, but like I started to get it going. And it wasn't until like I was in my 30s with 3 kids that I started to get it together. But I was getting better the whole time. But I was probably like I was in my early 30s before it even started to kind of make sense. Oh, that's a good question. Butterly, how did your tit muscles get so big this month? I've been doing nothing but push-ups and eating tasty cake pumpkin pies for 30 days. I'm 6 years into my current job and ready to fucking die. 6 years is the perfect amount of time to lose. You know? You're not learning anything significant as far as like life lessons. You're not getting anything significant in less than 5 years. And honestly, anything like 7 years and over, that's like, all right, that's a lot of time, man. You know, 6 years is just a perfect, like, that's the perfect time to turn it around. If you're seriously like, if you're supporting yourself like kind of pretty well, and you're at a job where every day you're just like, it doesn't even matter what I do because I'm going to fucking kill myself at some point, you know? It's like, who cares? I think it's, there are like a series of changes that you can try to make where you realize that like it's kind of self-imposed, man. Glad to see you're doing better, Tim. I'm in a stagnant point in my life. Not bad, but not great. I just rely on my stubborn optimism that things will work out for something nice in life. Yeah, but things aren't going to work out. Nothing's going to work out. Nothing's going to work out. There's no one coming to help. You seriously have to become like kind of a ravenous dickhead for nice stuff. I'm obsessed with nice stuff. That's my real drive. Oh, dude, J plus Blair, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Says, my favorite funny family man. The program eps of Dead Meat changed my life. Happy to hear your story, bud. Well, thanks for listening. Yeah, the program episodes of Dead Meat, like, yeah, I understand that I don't like repeat a lot of that stuff as much anymore, but like I live that every day. I honestly got to the point where I felt like I was just like kind of repeating the point. And so I'm glad I have a record of it in those earlier Dad Meets. I'm like supremely thrilled, and that's the stuff I get the most feedback on. So it's like that it's simple enough that I've already said everything that there is to say about it. Tim, whatever happened to that hobo Taliban backpack you found in that creek? Were you able to crack open that flash drive? That's a great question. Because yes, I did get a little look at the flash drive. I wanted to run a utility on it. Because I think there are deleted items that might be crucial on it. I think. Or maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but I feel like I've run into this kind of thing before. This would be like side work I would do for clients. They'd be like, my nephew broke his camera and his photos won't come off. Can you help? Dude, I'm so hot. Whoa. One of the guys from at Skankfest, you know Bear Mountain Studios on Instagram? Man, I'm fucking slammed. This is going to be so tough when I go back upstairs to pretend I'm tight right now. Jesus. This homie. They had like a squad that comes out to Skankfest, and I was hanging with them a bunch, and they were really friendly people. But one of them handed me a little gumdrop. And I said, "What the heck is that?" And I think I was already probably pretty high. I was probably tripping, and I did not want candy. He said, "Just hang on to it, dude. It's a 50 milligram resin. It's a homemade resin gummy or something like that. Rosin, something." But I ate it this morning, thinking, this is probably pretty organic. I don't think this has a long shelf life. And I'm just fucking zoinked. All right, I need you guys to lead the conversation for a little bit. I'll talk about whatever you guys want to. Stagwire, thank you for the $5 super chat. Been at my corporate job 17 plus years and don't remember when I gave up on my dreams and settled down with this being my life. Bro, start a landscaping business. Or, honestly, if your job sucks and you've been in it for that long, you must know so much about it that I swear to God, I will follow you if you do this. Start a TikTok about your job. And just because, and maybe this might be retarded, but my sister was doing this, working at the airline, and it cracked me up. Start a TikTok and shit on your own job, and other people who have your job will be like, I know, yo, that is my job, dude. Look at this, yo. Did you see this? That's what I would do. Actually, if I have to get an IT job again, it's just going to be a salary where I'm going to get paid to. I'm gonna roast my job. I'm gonna start a subreddit that says roast your job, and people are gonna try this. It's gonna be like an open mic for. Come on, man. Do something else. These aren't all good ideas, but look how easy ideas are, dude. It's like you have a chill space even with a family, but when you're streaming by yourself, it feels like you're about to tell me about Raid Shadow Legends. Yo, but this is the sickest spot in my house to smoke weed. You have no idea. You can see the couch, right? And then there's a TV up above my head over here, and then under that TV is a CRT. So we come, hold on, there it is. There's my CRT with my Nintendo 64. So me and MJ, when it's time to end our day, this is like how in sitcoms when like they have a scene and it's the mom and dad and they're both wearing long sleeve pants, PJs, and they're sitting up at night reading stuff next to each other using their table lamps. Well, that's what me and MJ do. We come down here and we get absolutely zoinked out of our minds, and she watches absolute bullshit on television about like autistic people being sent to an island to get married after meeting for the first time. And she'll be on episode 79 of the 5th season of it, and she's watching that, and then I'm playing Nintendo 64. Or I mean, cool music videos, dude. We get so baked down here. This is the best. This is my favorite spot. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, check out. But dude, seriously, do check out Raid Shadow Legends. A car. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Said always enjoy these Sundays with you. Just got back in from flying my Piper. What? The hell does? Just got back in from flying my Piper trainer. The hell does that mean? What's a Piper trainer? I mean, how do you fly one? Whoa, it's a small aircraft. Yo, shout out a car for flying a plane. Yes, dude. Oh man. Well, that's pretty fucking cool, dude. I had to look up. Yo, oh my god, there's been a development. There's been a development in the hot air ballooning interest. By the way, we have to make a video about it. I have to send some emails, but if you've heard me chatting here and there about the hot air ballooning thing, we got totally horse collared while we were filming an episode of Field Trippin'. By the hot air ballooning world, and specifically one character, and we found out something about him that has kind of changed everything. So yeah, I have to get my balloon piloting license. You described that guy who said he almost managed to drive to Florida without pissing was so fucking funny. You described him like if a child tried to make a person out of clay. LOL. Yeah, that's retard Kevin. That's retard Kevin. Actually, have I ever showed you guys the video of retard Kevin? This is probably not a great idea. I gotta see if I can find this. Did I ever? All right, so this dude, retarded Kevin. I'm just imagining him finding this. This dude, retard Kevin, was he was our help desk tech, I guess. So you would put in like a help ticket at your office, like, oh, my keyboard, my Q button doesn't work, and this guy would come over and like hit it with the air duster, and then if that, swap it out eventually. And that was about the extent of his skills. Now here's the thing, a lot of those dudes, including myself at one point in the past, you do that job, but you know how to do so much more, and you're always like, this is the real path of the IT guy. Like, I never had a certification, I didn't go to college, but you know a little bit more than they let you do, and you kind of just go like, oh, can I kind of check out what you're doing, and then you absorb. Like, it's the easiest career path. And if you don't know something, or you don't know how to do something, you show a smidge of curiosity just because you're an autist. You don't, even if you're incompetent in IT, you're autistic enough that you should be able to progress. And this dude was, I mean, mentally, this dude was seriously submerged in like a mud puddle with his lips barely poking through the surface, just gulping tiny bits of air. That's where he was intelligence-wise. Completely submerged in a puddle of mud, and just no thought to even get up. He was also obsessed with World War II and his friend who has 31 guns. This dude was such a massive dullard. it had to be diagnosable. One of his big moves was every day he would get to work, he would go to the kitchen, get boiling water. He'd make himself a little bowl of instant oatmeal, but he would remember he had to go to the bathroom, and so he would take his styrofoam bowl of instant oatmeal that he just poured water in, and he would walk it out, and you had to walk through the front of the office. Like, you had to exit the office through our big glass doors, glass wall. It was kind of a sick entrance. You had to walk out there and just cross the hall and walk into the public men's room. He would take his oatmeal with him, and he would put it on the floor next to the door of the men's room every day and leave it there while he went to the bathroom and come back out. And, like, sometimes if you were walking by and you'd see this, multiple people reported this. If you walked by and saw this, you would kind of stop and stare at the bowl of oatmeal and just go like, what's going on with this guy? What's going on in this guy's head? But he was, that was our help desk tech, and I think I have a video of him. When you started, they sent out like a hi, how are you group email to the entire office. They would say, hey, we want to welcome. When I started, it was like, hey, we want to welcome Tim. And here's like a candid photo that he provided. It was like me with Ben on my shoulders on the boardwalk. I think I had the blonde hair in it. And it was like, here's some info about Tim. And it's just like, I just put jokes in it. I knew it was like a wellness company, and it was like fun fact, or like something about me. And I was just like, I said, my kids don't drink soda because when they were young, I told them it was actually spider milk, and like they were like, I said, hey man, I saw your email. That's nuts. It was really good, dude. They were so normied out that any little morsel of like color or personality made these people just like. So anyway, when I started to like meet people around the office, they'd be like, have you met Kevin yet? And I'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, whew. I'd be like, whoa, okay. It's like, this dude was having bizarre interactions with everybody, and they were like, when someone made fun of me about my welcome email, they were like, but have you seen Kevin's? And I went back and I found it, and it included a tidbit that said, I every year I drive back to Florida State for a football game, and this year I did it with only having to go to the bathroom one time. Like, I'm sure I can make it. Just like, this guy's in his head, he's like, this is the year I'm gonna make it without pissing. And it's just the dude was a mental marvel, man. He was such a fun thing to try to figure out. Oh man, I know I'm not gonna fucking find it. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I have a video of him where he's like, let me search. I have a video of him where he's like, they were trying to do like a, they were trying to do like a, so we had a video department that did kind of like like marketing web content for a lot of the products and stuff. And so they were trying to make like a video that was just showing off the people in the office. Like, hey, what's my favorite thing about working at Lucky Vitamin? I would say, like that kind of thing. And I think I either declined or I just did a poor job of it. But Kevin was so excited to talk about what he likes. And by this point, his name has changed to Retard Kevin. And retard Kevin really wanted to. He was like, I just love how like everyone from like the people at the top to the most humble servants here all they all treat you like a decent human being. Like they're all your friends, like that kind of thing. And they're like, what's like your favorite thing about working here? And he was like, I would say probably the adult coloring time. They had scheduled adult coloring time where you would go and you would sit in the kitchen cafe and you would just sit at the table and color. He was like, I love it. It's fun to like concentrate on like staying inside. He was talking about like the challenges of coloring. And I'm trying to find the fucking video of it. I don't know. I don't have the first idea where I would put this. I'm usually pretty organized. 6 years, man. Threw away 6 years at this place. I know I have it. Fuck. Fucking shit. Pussy. Fucking pussy shit. Well, now I know that I do need to find it. I hope I didn't delete it. I really hope I didn't fucking delete this thing. It's just too good. Alright. That's all the searching I can do right now. Oh, a nice orange stack. Got a pedal board too. What are you using? I have a weird delay pedal that adds like also a kind of a sick warble to it. I forget what it's called. It's one of those like boutique ones. I had to buy it on Reverb. And I have a Fuzzrocious drive pedal that I use. And those are my two main things. I'm thinking about stuff like chorus and shit like that, but it's like I get pretty fixated on one sound at a time. Rob Cruz, thank you for the update. So they gave us the camera audio for the Skankfest dab meet. And Rob Cruz is going to try to make it passable. Gunpla stream. Yeah, me and Jabri are going to do Gundam builds, I think, on a stream. I guess maybe after the fight. After the fight, I could probably spend a little bit of money on a nice Gundam. And then me and Jabri will do a stream where we assemble them and decorate them. Is it normal or insane for a woman to pick fights just to see if you care? I have a very detailed answer for you if you'd like. I'm dating a chick and can't tell if she's crazy or I'm an asshole. Well, are you very nice? Are you very nice to her? You know what I've realized in my old age is you have to go pretty far out of your way to be nice to a lady for it to register even a little bit. Or it just feels like more significant of an effort as you get older. Like sometimes I'll be looking at my phone, I'll go, oh, I should be nice to my wife. And I just put my phone down and I just keep asking her questions. And if you don't do that kind of stuff, yeah, they do kind of, it fries their brains. They're supposed to be engaged in that kind of like thinking and talking most of the waking day. Like women use words to create sort of like a social spider web, and they maintain it by constantly sending and receiving signals in every fucking direction. And now that women are so fucking isolated, everyone's so isolated, but the effect that's having on women is that like they're just kind of like sitting in their house, like scrolling through Instagram, and if they're watching content, it's the most like targeted to women's nervous systems content that's ever been made, or since like soap operas really first hit. And so when it comes time to like interface with someone, all of their shit's everything's bouncing, and it's totally fritzing their psyche. So you kind of have to like become an emulator. She has to plug her controller into you, and you have to be like, you have to keep up with a woman's social brain. And if you don't do that, neither of you are gonna have a good time. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. You also gotta give it to your wife like a plumber on clocking a Joey Diaz joint. Oh, real good plumbing. Oh yeah, you do have to beat it up a little bit too. If you don't beat it up, dude, if you don't beat it up and replace all of like the external like psychosocial stimuli that she's wired for, sorry dude, she's gonna make it rough. She's gonna make it choppy for you. If you don't do that, if you don't beat it up and replace all of her psychosocial connections in real time throughout the day. How's this stream going, by the way? I can't tell if we're doing good content or not right now. What's the chat thinking? We're actually okay. We are actually killing it on views right now. I'm being told. I'm hearing from the desk. We're at 233 concurrent viewers. That's great. I'm looking at all the gauges and dials, and everything looks like it's in the green right now. Do you think the internet is making us all more retarded? Well, think about it this way. None of us know what plants we can eat outside. But your average person has like a base, like a passing whisper of an understanding of like a global computer network that they can use to watch porn in a porta potty at work. If you try to explain that to a guy that was like just homesteading in the 1800s, he would think you were speaking a different language. The number of things that you would have to explain in a row to get a homesteader from the 1800s to be able to understand a passing thought that you have here and there would require decades of education. So yeah, in a sense, for some adaptations, humans are getting more retarded, but as far as being like sort of minimally intrusive resources in a global bureaucracy where we kind of just end up, sucking on tubes, and we're not even like watching content anymore. We're going to like an oxygen bar that like you get acupuncture in your face and it makes you feel the sensation of watching good content. For being that kind of people, just you go to, like, going out is now, you don't go to restaurants anymore. You go to a place where each table setting has one tube that sticks up, and you just put your mouth around it, and you all look at it. You just don't even look at each other. You look at iPads that are like 6 inches below each other's eyes attached to them, and you put your mouth around the tube, and it forces minimally nutritious goo down your throat without you even tasting it, because it's made from bugs, and you can't. People are retching. They focus grouped it for 12 years. They never found one application where people liked it. So now the premium is you go to a place where you don't have to experience eating the bug goo, and it's just it's going down, and you're staring at a tablet 6 inches below your friend's head, and they're putting needles in your face where no matter, it's just nothing but laugh track, and you're part of the laugh track. And you go, damn, that was nice. And they scan the microchip in your hand. They deduct, they add however many hours that you have to work. You're in debt. You're in debt for the experience that you just had, and your debt is hours worked at a fucking marketing firm for pedophilia. So yeah, as far as like becoming the people that works for, I think we're becoming like pretty highly adapted. But for like anything else, we're kind of retarded. Hot take: our technology is supplementing our intelligence, not impeding it. More brain power is focused on leisure time than survival, and that's a good thing. A net positive. Soylent Green. Yeah, no, I'm dude. Call me an optimist, but I think it's cool that we have such advanced stuff for people to grapple with. Video games are good right now. I love video games. You want to see my current obsession? I can't stop playing this stupid fucking game. But I want to show you guys unless you already know it. But I'm playing Vampire Survivors a lot, and it is so let me see if I can walk you through the pleasure receptors of my brain, because starting out a level and slowly building out a dude who's just stomping the entire screen at the same time is so nice. This is so nice. Oh no, it's not my same save from Xbox. Oh no. Oh, please, no. Don't tell me that. Maybe if I launch it from the Xbox app. I'll fucking scream. My save is so nice. You should check out Bounty of One if you like that game. I have never heard of Bounty of One. There we go. Okay. Here's my current save. Dudes. So, oh man. I love this. I've been working on unlocking all of the secrets. With the most adverse fate in Green Acres, run off the edge of the world, find the only one place where flowers bloom in the Bone Zone. Alright, maybe I'll try that one, because I haven't done the Bone Zone yet. I don't know how. I have to Google this. I'm sorry. Find the only one place where flowers bloom in the Bone Zone. Due north of spawn in the Bone Zone, beyond the Silver Ring, there is a ring of flowers which heals the character by 8 every 5 seconds. Okay. Staying in the ring for 10 seconds, a jingle is played, and the ring disappears. Okay, so we're going to do that. So I've unlocked a lot of secret characters. Dude, you guys are about to see. This was my favorite guy for a long time. I like this guy because he throws 2 knives. So if you don't know this game, you pick one of these bros, and they each come with their own starting weapon, and you can find up to 5 more weapons, and then also 6 accessories, and it's all random what you find, and it's all based on gathering experience by killing more enemies. And so these are the first 8 you start with. I've unlocked a lot more since then, and they all have like a little cute advantage, like permanent plus 30% area. So that means that like his attacks cover a wider circle and hurt more dudes at the same time. Starts with temporary cooldown bonus. I don't know. I forget what that means. So yeah, you get each of their single weapons. So this guy. He has a throwing knife, but his bonus is that he throws 2 in the beginning, which is it doubles your killing power. So you get experience early. And then this guy starts with like a circle of damage around him, and you just walk in. Anyway, you get. So I've been playing. What you find is that as you play and you level these items up during your game, is that they start to combine with each other at the highest levels. And then you start planning for that. I can't find my guy. I'm looking for a guy with a spell book next to him and it has an S. And I don't see him. What the hell? My current main guy is not here. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me find my main guy real quick. What the heck? Where is he? Did I do something wrong? Where's my main guy? Wow. Whoa. Fuck. In that case, maybe I'll just do it. Maybe I'll do this guy. Sorry. That really threw me, man. The Bone Zone. Here we go. And then this is just little bonus things that you get to pick. And they're randomly selected after the first one. Okay, that looks good. I think. Yeah. All right. So your attacks just come out, or there's no buttons. You just move around. Now, I like this. Okay, let's do this. So I just picked up a gun that shoots 4 bullets in the direction of each corner from me. This is a fun one. Rune Tracer. It's a little diamond thing that like passes through bad guys. Axe is nice as heck too. So is the cross. A good cross. So okay. Now you're starting to see it can get a little bit hectic. Now, this might just be me being autistic, but the level, it gets so hectic that it kind of makes you feel like a boss. It makes you feel like a big man when it starts getting really nasty and you're just, everything's overpowered. I need to head north, but I also need to kill all these guys. So you see the rings around me, those are doing damage, but when I really upgrade that and I combine it with the correct accessory, it's gonna turn into like a black hole. It's so nice. And so if I get the clover, when I level this up, I get more luck, which is good for your drop. So anyway, it also combines with that cross that I picked up. This is good. We're finding matches early on. And then I think around like 5 minutes something happened. At 5 minutes something happens. At 10 minutes something happens, like a mini boss or like a swarm. Okay, I need this for my guns. Perfect. I picked up the tiramisu, which that also gives you a revive if you die. So all these attacks just happen on intervals. You don't press anything. But this is so good. You know, I struggle with relaxation. So here's a second gun. That's the one that's shooting in the corners. This is a second one in the pair. And now I can upgrade these fully together and combine them. Yeah, this game's so cheap. It's on Xbox Game Pass. And dude, so this is my downtime. I struggle. I bitch about this all the time, but I struggle with downtime. It is so hard for me to chill. And this is the perfect activity for me to just put myself on the couch and not just like torture myself with tasks. And Fritz plays, it's got multiplayer, so Fritz plays it with me. And he knows, like, he knows a lot about it. It's so cute. It's so fucking cute. Mary Jo will not play it with me. She goes, I look at that and I say, that's way too much. She said, I'm not putting up with this. And I said, okay, you don't have to. Speaking of Harrington, or the comment said Zakamuko got Harrington into this one. Yo, I hung out with Harrington last night. He was him and Chris Vega were hosting the Armored Combat in Maryland, and they fucking knocked it out of the. They were so fun. Like I know people kind of know Harrington as like a fuck up producer. Like idiot, fucking dickhead. No, I'm just kidding. But the dude was in control of the event, and it was such a party. It was so sick. Alright, I need to be killing stuff faster. And I need to be seeking out, like, groups. I just need more deaths. Israel versus Palestine simulator. Look at me, I'm shining Jerusalem. And these are the Muslim invaders. Yeah. Those are your random chests. They get dropped by medium bad guys. I do need to start making my way north. But if you start just walking, you sort of miss out on stuff. Yeah. Like if I start going too fast, you start like missing a lot of the level up guys. Bitch. I really want to do a good run here. I'm very sorry if I don't. I'll be so sad if I go, this is so sick, and then I just suck. Oh, that would feel terrible. Alright, we need the armor so we can upgrade the rune tracer. Obviously. Alright, this is a pretty good spot right now, I think. Yeah, this is a great spot. Okay, I'm still waiting on the item to upgrade my garlic circle. Are these red guys like really tough? I feel like I'm taking a lot of damage. Are they invisible for a minute? Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm in bullet hell right now. But I think my garlic circle is protecting me from all those shots. This is great. This is great news. Okay. Come on. This guy's gonna give me a chest when I kill him, I think. So this is a random level up for any of the items that you already have. You don't get anything new in here. But you also need a chest when you fully upgrade your weapon for it to evolve into the combo thing. Is this all making fucking sense, dude? But yeah, I sit on the couch and I play this with Fritz. Yes. All right, okay. You can stay. I mean, look how busy the screen is, and I'm set up to have a pretty good amount of protection right now. I can kind of just stand still, but I need to collect this shit. Come on, man. Let's go. This shit's gonna be nice. Watch. Yes, actually. Let's do this. This is the path we will take. Oh yeah, this is probably a nightmare to look at if you're hungover. Sorry. But that's on you, dude. I like every game where you can raise your luck, by the way, I always max out my luck in every game because that's part of the main appeal of video games is like sick stuff happening. Like that, I think luck is probably the most desirable power from video games for me. Like you're so... Oh, fuck. Was I not paying attention? The hell was that? I didn't even know I was taking damage. Oh no, I am way too high. Alright, so I gotta find a healing item. So I gotta kill these lamps. I just think maybe I'm just not making good decisions. This sucks. It sucks because one of the items that I need would be restoring my health for me, but I haven't found it yet. Oh, come on. I gotta get all this shit over here. Come on. There we go. Oh. I shouldn't be having this much trouble. I think I'm not good. Come on. Come on. I'm not... I can't even go get my stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I need to persevere. I need to persevere so fucking bad right now. Give me it in multiple, please. Please give me bonus items. I am not going to accept a bad run here. We're doing a good run. Let's go. Let's go. Weapons, please do more damage. You have to... Ooh, the guns are almost there. Eesh. Let's get the guns there, and let's get one more chest, and we'll be good. I have 1, 2, 3 more levels left for gun stuff. And I think we're going to get it. And then we'll see what's up. I like the XP gains. I'm thinking whole game, you know? I'm not thinking right now. I'm thinking what's going to help me as time goes on. Bam, that's it. Okay, I'm done upgrading the experience. Now it's only weapons. And I have room for one more weapon, too. Let's get this. Let's get the attract orb. I can't stop. I can't stop with the good decision making. What the hell is this guy doing? What the fuck? I can't hurt him? What the hell is this about? Yo, what's this bullshit? I've never played this level. This could be a gimmick that I didn't know about. Oh, fuck. These guys are too tough. This sucks. They really cranked it up on me really fast. Let's go. Rune Tracer's ready. Ooh, I don't know if I want that. I do need that. Alright, so the next time I upgrade the Rune Tracer will be from a chest, and it'll be the upgraded version. It's going to be so... It's... Then we're really going to feel tough. Ooh, the pentagram's crazy too. Pentagram's crazy. Pentagram, every time the timer is up, it wipes everything on the screen. The issue is that until you level it up, it also wipes out the experience gems and items and shit, so... You kind of fuck yourself a little bit, but again, man, we're playing the long game. This is what I need. Here we go. Here we go. All right, the next chest is going to be huge. The next chest is going to change the entire fucking game. Watch this. Here we fucking go. Out of my way. Mama Lover, 67. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Thanks for all the streams and vids. I've had a rough few months, but your positivity is a great influence. Dude. My pleasure. I mean, there's no secret, dude. I'm giving it away. Okay. So, my garlic circle is now the soul eater. So those little rings around me are now a black circle that, like, leeches HP. I'm gonna have to upgrade the pentagram pretty quick, I think. And I may have fucked up the cross. No, I didn't. I'm good. Every weapon I have can be upgraded. This is gonna be nice. Wait till I upgrade the double guns. They become one gun that just has like 8 pillars of light beaming off of me in every direction, causing that. This is gonna be sick. Okay. I'm going to show you guys what it's like to feel powerful. That sucked. But if... Ooh, another bonus thing. So this is going to be... This is not an item. This is like one of those random card things. Listed weapons also emit special damaging zones. You can see the soul eaters down there, so is the pentagram. This one, I don't know why this is in here, but it stops you from collecting experience. Yeah, I don't know. 3 revivals, and then this, your projectiles bounce and go through stuff. So I'm gonna go with this guy. So now I'm gonna leave these damaging zones. You see that red shit? My weapons are seriously about to start popping off. I swear this all pays off if you're just being patient and overextending yourself and your attention. I get it, and I promise we're gonna make this nice. Just you wait and see. Let's go. Now the pentagram. 45% chance to not erase items. Okay. It didn't erase everything. But you just get through the pain of losing all that shit a couple of times for the level ups, and it turns into a very cool item. I'm the fucking worst, dude. All right. The guns are close. The guns are 1 level away. This is sick. And then that cross that kind of just is all about the rebound. That becomes like a heaven. I think it's called like Heavenly Sword or something. And that just flies around the screen like a light. We're here. We got this. 1 more pentagram. All right. Didn't lose too much, but it kills every enemy. And so as we're leveling it up, it's shortening the cooldown, and it's increasing our chances of keeping our rewards. We're almost there on the pentagram. Let's do the guns, because I feel like a chest is coming up. This guy, this yellow guy, give me something. Give me a no. Oh, there he is. Give me a chest. Yeah. All right. Give me some bonus. I'll take whatever. Fine. All right. My guns have joined and become the Fierargi Union of Fiera del Tufelo. All right. I wasn't done reading that, but whatever. So now, yeah, now the guns are these beams of light. All right. You know? Ooh, the Bible would be nice. I need something that meshes with one of the items I already have, though. The Bible would be nice, though. But I can't. I gotta keep going north. I keep forgetting to go north to fulfill the secret. I gotta go back over here. Pentagram. Tracked orb. What do I have? What do I have? I have... Oh, I can get the Santa water. Pentagram's ready. Next chest. Oh, alright. Look how dominant we are. Look how dominant, dude. We're carving through them. Oh, I think I don't have DLC installed. That's why I'm fucked up. I think maybe this is missing one of the DLCs, and that's where my nastiest shit has been on Xbox. I think I have to get the Santa water. That'll become cool. That becomes these little puddles on the ground that do some damage, like this puddle. So we can get inside those, and it just becomes another like ring of protection around you. Cross is ready. Just take it, dude, take it in. Whoa. Whoa, did you see the pentagram hit? Whoa. Soundtrack's thumping, by the way, dude. Let's go. I don't know. Did the soundtrack kick up? We need a chest. Here we go. This is a chest guy. See, I had him standing in the water for a second. Cross your fingers. I want multi. Oh, that's the Rune Tracer has been upgraded to the No Future. The evolved Rune Tracer explodes when bouncing and in retaliation. So now, it's like a pretty colorful effect too, I think. Do you see the rainbow explosions on the walls? There's so much. That is pretty loud, sorry. We'll keep upgrading the Santa water because they become this like circle of puddles that protect you from everything. Dude, we have a run. We have a run and we're halfway there. We're halfway through. Ooh, the pentagram. I need a chest for that because that's going to become very nice. All right. They're stepping it up. That's good. That's good. I have more level ups to do, so I want more pressure. What would be... Here's what I'm speaking out now. The coolest thing we could get is a chest that has the evolution of 2 of the items, at least. So far, it's all been singles. We get a multi with multiple Evos. I'm creaming. I will cream. I'm kind of doing this little zigzag motion because I do need to head north. But I also need to collect my experience as I'm walking by. Shout out Pentagram, but seriously, it erased my stuff. I need the chest. It's important that I get the chest, please. Just stand here for a minute. Now, look, the Santa waters are getting upgraded. They kind of spill in a circle around you, and it becomes like a little wall of damage. I thought they were going to be able to hold me for a second, but it's looking like nah, actually. I'm trying to get pinned down, but they just keep melting. There's a free anime girl version of this. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've had enough of this, whatever this aesthetic is. This faux Castlevania aesthetic is, it's cool. But I'm definitely ready to watch or play as a character that's like okay, multi, please. That's okay, we can still get 2 extra. They might. Please. Fuck. Alright, the pentagram has been upgraded to the gorgeous moon. Oh, so all of the XP that I don't pick up. So watch, I need a lot of people on screen for this. This is the new pentagram. Woo! And then it sucks in the gems. Isn't that nice? Woo! 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 I need a chest now for the cross. Anything I do to upgrade that would be wasted because it's going to evolve on the next chest. I have 2 evolutions I need. Come on. But we're oozing power right now. Didn't I die earlier too? I think I died. Doesn't that seem like it was a million years ago? I need them to bunch up on me a little bit more. Just a tiny little bit more. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. So cool. Oh, Jess, let's go. Let's go, bro. Damn it. We've upgraded the cross into the heaven sword. Now watch this sword flying around the screen. My health is being restored by the damage that I'm doing. I'm too powerful. And I still have what? I still have one weapon to evolve. But it's already, I mean, I don't need much. And I have 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to get to my destination. We're good. They can't hold me. Look at the I mean, everything's going. Give me a this guy wants it. I'm gonna stand my ground on this guy. Let's go. Die. Look at the heaven sword. Look at the no future. There we go. Tim, my wife hasn't slept with me in 2 months. Should I get a mistress or leave her? Whoa. I don't know. Don't you think you're kind of due for... So the Santa water has become labora. You need to have one of those, like, those are the best sex scenes in movies where, like, the dry marriage is suddenly repaired. You know? Usually it seems like they go through something pretty painful right before it, but then they sort of, like, they're not even, like, in a good place yet, but they're just so sexually engaged in whatever, like, disagreement or, like, whatever head has come to in, like, a long, like, just cold and vague argument. And eventually the sexual repression hits them both at the same time. And it's probably in the pinnacle of, like, a life-altering fight. And they have sex on the floor. Don't you think you deserve that? I don't know, man. Maybe I want more for you than you do. I'm telling you, no one in here is being nice enough to their wife. You might think you are, and that's cute, but it's really not what's up. Honestly, if you hired me as an accountant for your marriage, it would be such a thorough audit, and by the end you'd be like, you know what, I get it, okay, I promise you. Where was I going? I was going north of this thing to a circle of flowers. Where is the circle of flowers? It just says north of the ring. I'll just walk straight above it. Whoa. Get out of my face. Whoa, get out of my face. Hey, my third bonus thing. Sometimes I'll lean into an argument that I don't even care about just because I want to eat pussy for an hour. You know? I can't decide. Oh, this weapons comes with a counterpart. Okay. I have the gun. Oh, look, I'm shooting the guns again. Now I'm doing the guns and the light at the same time. Pretty cool. Tim, are you excited for FL? Is that Florida? The fight? Yeah, I'm thrilled. This is the coolest stuff ever. I'm pumped that I got to learn about boxing. I would say I'd started with like probably, I wouldn't say minimal understanding, but like I'd focused a lot on Muay Thai for years, and it's just a hobby. I had maybe flirted with the idea of competing, but it was also just like I don't know. I was just on the wrong side of maybe doing it, and this came up at the perfect time. But I know just a bit enough about Muay Thai to like have bad habits for boxing. So I had to like kind of dig out of a deficit with that. And I don't know. So that's what I'm anticipating showing off, is like being able to do that. Hey, there it is. We did it. Whoa. Sack tapping Lewis while looking like the most yoked IT supervisor on earth was golden. Thank you. Yo, we did it. We did the thing I wanted to do, and now we have 8 minutes. There's a question mark on the bottom of the screen. That's going to be a very long walk, so I'm just going to just hold down and hope we can get to it. How many more martial arts till you have to legally register your hands as lethal weapons? Yo, and okay, so this isn't me bragging. This is actually me saying, like, you know, I had a longer way to go than I expected. I would say I almost couldn't throw a punch before this. And I was sparring people. I was doing Muay Thai. I've sparred with Lewis before. I would say I did not properly have the mechanics of a punch down. And because in Muay Thai, I'm not saying it's an afterthought, but your punching is like almost kind of like defensive and just setting up more kicks. All they care about is kicks and sweeps, which is cool. And I'm glad I have those things. That's fun. But as far as like boxing and making your punches count, I wasn't close. And it's all I've done. All I've done is put time into every single movement to make sure it was coming out right. And like doing damage. That's all I've thought about since what, July? 3-4 months. All I've thought about is squeezing my fist and moving it in the perfect way to cause damage. I'm excited to show this. But I mean, it's to the point where like I'm punching so hard that my hands are just sore. And I'm not saying I didn't know how to throw a punch. I could, like, obviously I could crush mitts before. I'm not saying I couldn't. But it's not the same. Have you ever looked into going to Thailand to train Muay Thai? I went to see the fights in Bangkok and also see live. Yeah. Actually, before COVID, I was going to go out with my coach. He has a working relationship with one of the Muay Thai gyms. I think the owner is... It was someone Sanchai knew because they were talking about him when Sanchai came. His name is Kem, I believe. So he's gone out there for like a month at a time and they live in the jungle. They're in the jungle. So he goes out and trains in the jungle with this Muay Thai gym, and he wanted to take me with him on a trip. And I was so fucking pumped, and then COVID happened, and I don't know how reasonable that is anymore. I just can't stop watching. I'm trying to kill that guy with the cape, but he's just moving so slow. I don't have time to beat that guy's ass. Let me just. I'm gonna sit back. I'm now looking at the stream. Now it's like, damn, dude, look at this. Do you remember there were points where they kind of overwhelmed? Remember, I had to like. It was not looking good. There was a period where it was like, oh no, and look at it. Look at it now, dude. Look at it now. They can't even get close to me. I'm so good. I like upgrading the might first and then the speed. Honestly, Tim could simply train for stamina and do no boxing, and he could beat Lewis just doing that. LOL. Dude, I'm telling you, I've put so much into learning like a foundation, and I guess that's my bet. My bet is that that's the way to do it, and I think Lewis is doing it a different way, and we'll see who's right. I think it'll be me though. Dude, I'm banging on them. I'm shitting on these guys. I'm shitting on the fucking bone zone, dude. Get off me. I'm not even gonna break stride. We're going straight to the question mark. Am I still? Okay, it's slightly to the left. Oof. Give me all the might upgrades, actually. I don't need speed for shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm down to 3 minutes. Damn, thank you for reminding me that there is a timer. I forgot 100%, but it's right there. Oh man, I'm getting lightheaded in anticipation. Will I cover the distance to that question mark in the next 2 minutes and 45 seconds? Oh my god. It all comes down to this. We need more might. Oh no, it's not getting closer fast enough. We're fucked. 2.5 minutes, and they're probably about to start kicking it up. I probably should have stopped for that. No, I got greedy. If I'm short by a second, it's because of that. Oh no. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh man, it feels like it's not getting any closer. Two minutes, and then there's also gonna be like I think a boss at the end, Or I might be wrong. It might just be the Reaper that comes to kill you. But I could probably survive that for a minute. I have a couple of revives I could use. Oh shit, I'm right here. I'm right here. Ah! 90 seconds. It's right over here. I hope I don't. I'm not sure what it's gonna be. Is it a coffin? Maybe it might be a coffin. What you see, and that's how you get secret guys. Dude, I'm going to seriously fucking puke. Not now. Oh, I finally get a multi. How did I overshoot it so badly? No way. I went this far past it? Impossible. 1 minute. There it is. Come back here. Don't run away. It's been moving. That's why. Oh, please, dude. Please, dude. Please, dude. Please kill it. Please, 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 please. Oh, no. Oh, no. If this takes more than a minute, I'm going to scream. What? What was that sound? Let's go. Oh, this has to do it. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention. I died. Ah! What are you talking about? Come on, dude. Come on. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. This is 20 seconds. Come on. This is This is brutal. This is brutal. Please, dude. Please, dude. There's no way. There's no way. Come on. Stop. I don't have time. 12 seconds. Crazy. Dude. No way. Please. Please. Well, that would have been nice. But I think I did the secret. Yeah. I unlocked the snake. We did what that would have been cool, but we did what we went there to do. We unlocked the Gainsboroughs. Damn it. But I mean, you saw the progression. You saw how absolutely sick my guy got. I did not beat him. So at 30 minutes, the Grim Reaper comes. The Red Reaper comes and like one-shots you. I had some revives available, but it's pretty futile. I think I beat him. You need kind of a specific build to be able to beat him. So that is essentially the end. If you make it to 30 minutes, you win, basically. Like if we go back to, who was I? I was Poe, right? Was I Poe? Yeah, it says he's checked off the bone zone. So yeah, that's a win. That's a dub. Make no mistake, that's a dub. And it's so good because you know exactly, there's a 15-minute level and the rest of them are 30 minutes. So you know exactly how long it's going to take to have a run. Tim, is Lewis short? No, he seems like a pretty big guy. He seems taller to me than he actually is. You know, I think he's getting the most. Lewis is someone who's getting the most out of his height, I would say. If not, maybe even extending it a hair, which is impressive because he's bald. You know, imagine if he had hair, he would look like a giant. Damn. Well, I think I should go eat a meal. My kid's at a sleepover. I'm entirely too zoinked right now. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Well, I want to thanks again to the fine people at Bear Mountain Studios for hanging out with me at Skankfest and giving me the gummy that I ate this morning and am about to melt down over. Everybody else, thank you. Thank you for Tim. Did you get to? Oh, I mean, if you guys have more cues, I'll grab them before I leave. That's the least I could do. Tim, did you get to hang with Lil Sass at Skankfest? Yeah. I run into Lil Sass more than I would expect to, and he's always a good time. We end up having a pretty great time every time I see him. What kind of guitar do you play, Tim? I have a Fender Jag that's got some electrical issues, but it still plays great and it sounds really good. I'm just missing out on a few I don't know, configurations. Okay, Tim, what is this Zelda mix you always play? I'm actually not. I just go on YouTube and I like type in Nintendo 64 music, and then whatever has the best thumbnail I put on and I listen for a second, and if it's good I go, oh, okay, cool. Right now we're listening to relaxing music from Nintendo 64 games on the channel No Rank. Doing anything fun for Halloween? Or field trip and Halloween stuff? Yeah, I was actually just thinking about decorating the front of my house yesterday. Maybe if I have time, maybe if I have a free moment or two this week, I'll decorate the front of the house for the kids as a surprise while they're at school or in computer school and at school. Who you bringing to Cleveland? I'm bringing Rob Cruz with me to Cleveland and St. Louis in the same weekend. Thursday, I believe, October 19th. Cleveland Hilarities, one show. Don't miss it. I'm bringing Rob Cruz, and then the next 2 nights we're in St. Louis at Helium, or good nights, feel goods, whatever Helium Club is in St. Louis. I'm the funniest bully on earth. I'm the opposite of a bully. I'm the direct opposite of a bully. It might feel like bullying, but it's the inverse. Maybe it's not the opposite. It's at least the inverse though. Tim, do you ever play Apex Legends? I have. Those games get away from me too quickly. Micro adjusting to each like new update and balance thing, it doesn't line up perfectly with my brain. At least not right now. Maybe it used to. But right now, that's not a good feeling for me anymore. And then, also for Halloween, I think we're gonna do Halloween stuff in St. Louis for field tripping. We have 3. By the way, we have 3. Most of the shooting done for the next 3 episodes of field tripping right now. We are actively working on it. And if you're a Patreon subscriber, you're getting a little bit of extra stuff here and there. Something to shovel down your gullet. I actually think it's very high quality. It's very dense, high quality content, and we're pumping out as much of it as we can while we get other stuff done. So, thank you if you're on the Patreon. with that, if you guys, I'll let you guys go. I don't want to tie you guys up too much. Thank you for joining me for another Sunday morning coffee stream. I'm sorry I got so stoned and bothered everybody. I will see you guys this week. But come to those shows. That's the main thing. Come to those shows. Other than that, thank you for being here. I'll see you guys later.